keeping the knees tucked as much as possible, as well as trying to protract every rep at lockout, right? So trying to get a little more technical each session here with these planche pushes.
None of y'all stopping me, don't need to ask. Chopping trees, planting seeds, plotting schemes, crossing I's, dotting T's. Lines are blurred, I cannot see. Before I die, I'm top 3. Before I die, I'm top 3.
You telling me how many reps I gotta do? Okay. Okay. What is going on, YouTube? We're back at the Prez. It's the start of a new week. It is Monday. This week we're starting off with a push workout. This is going to be a planche focused session again. Remember, my main goal is now push. I'm going to be training primarily planche work, as well as some bodyweight push-ups and everything, as well as what you see now, bench press, which is going to be the movement that I'm working on for max horizontal pushing strength, right? I have my vertical pushing, which is an overhead press, but on one push day again, we're going to be working on max horizontal pressing, because right now we're not working on max dips, right? I can't build max strength in dips because the shoulder and internally rotating that shoulder, right? But a bench press, it encourages, the posture for a bench press is shoulders back, chest up, right? So it encourages a retracted shoulder. When my shoulders are retracted, they're fine, right? It's when this shoulder internally rotates because this elbow doesn't lock out where the issues arise, right? So planche focused workout, but we're starting the routine off barbell bench to build up some max pushing strength today, and then we're going to head to the park. So 185 pounds. Last week we did 175 for 3 sets of 6. Typically I would have went to 4 sets of 6 and 3 by 8, but the 175 was moving a little easy. So we're going to start again. 3 by 6 today, 185. Let's get it. Alright guys, so we hit 3 sets of bench at 185 pounds, then we came straight to the park. And I'm starting off the planche routine with the same exercise that we started off with last week, and it's these band-assisted tuck planche push-ups. So the clips that I did today are all on the left that you're going to see now, and last week's clips I have the split screen showing them on the right. Today I was able to hit all 3 sets of assisted planche push-ups unbroken for 10 reps, and you're going to see the progress compared to the previous week. Last week when I was doing this, I was barely getting 8 reps and I had to keep breaking each set. I would have to reset up. I wasn't able to hold that compression. And you could see the form today on the left side of the screen compared to the reps on the right side are a lot smoother, and they look a lot more with ease, right? Fully protracting, compressing the whole time. So that greasing the groove that I've been doing on these, even on my pull days or on my off days, I've just been, practicing these tuck planche holds as much as I can, and trying to get into that protracted position, and compressing, in that tuck position is really helping the body learn the movement patterns and the proper range of motion, allowing for better and better planche push-ups week to week now. So we started off with 3 sets of 10 today, same band as last week with the yellow band, and look, last week I had to jump to a heavier band on the 3rd set. Alright guys, that was 3 sets, band-assisted tuck planche pushes. Same band as last week, but this week you can see I caught all 3 sets, 10 reps, didn't have to break a set. The goal was to stay compressed. Last week I had to keep dropping mid-set to my legs on the floor, and then keep setting up. I really was focusing on that compression strength of the core, keeping the knees tucked as much as possible, as well as trying to protract every rep at lockout, right? So trying to get a little more technical each session here with these planche pushes. Now I'm going to go into static tuck planche holds. I'm going to lower the band, and I'm just going to go for max time holds now, training that nervous system to get more and more efficient and stronger in that straight arm tuck position. Now we're going to go into just isometric holds now. While we're under fatigue now, so no more reps, drop the band to 1 lower band resistance. And now we're going to try to get 3 sets of 10 to maybe 15 seconds, nice static isometric holds here. I think that was 10. Not too sure, but it wasn't the shoulders that was fatiguing. I was losing that core compression, and I felt the hips starting to drop. So that's all something that I got to work on and keep improving over time. But I'm trying to keep these planches very frequent in the routine. Even on my pull day tomorrow, I'll probably do some type of maybe planche lean just to keep the movement familiar, right? So planches and front levers now are going to be two skill movements that I'm really trying to build back up to. So 2 more sets of holds, about 2 to 3 minute break in between each set now. All right, guys, second set. So in these holds, the cue that I'm telling myself is I'm trying to keep pushing down into those bars, rounding the scapula as much as possible, and at the same time trying to bring those knees as close to my abs as possible, really trying to compress and hold that tuck. Better hold than the first one. I felt a lot more stable and a lot more compressed in the core. I think I hit 10, maybe 11 seconds on that one. We'll use the timer to check. One more set, and again, very planche specific workout today, so more planche training to come. Let's go. All right, guys, 3 sets, isometric tuck planche holds, band assisted just to get longer holds, really focus on form, focusing on locking out that both arms, fully protracting the scap at the top. Even though my right arm doesn't lock out, I can feel my body trying to push that scapula into full protraction, and I can feel my shoulder staying pretty much even, right? On the dips, I can literally feel my shoulder internally rotating. Here I feel completely even on it. I don't feel any strain on one side opposed to the other, right? Remember, a planche, ideally, is a straight body movement, right? So we're gonna be training some straight body planche variations now. They're gonna be bent arm now, just to get that overall feeling of being in a full lever, right? Band assisted again, but again, some more bent arm, almost 90-degree push-up holds now. Let's get it. All right, so this next exercise is a standard dynamic planche training exercise where you start in a straight arm tuck and then you lower into a bent arm, almost 90-degree lever hold, right? And you can see here I'm not really getting it. I don't know if my shoulders were too fatigued or I just need more practice in this movement pattern, right? This is the first time I'm trying it. So you guys saw the progress from week 1 to week 2. I'm going to keep this movement in and work on it in the weeks to come. All right, guys, so that dynamic bent arm to a bent arm 90-degree bottom push-up hold wasn't working out as I planned, right? Again, it was probably too hard of an exercise or a variation right now, and my shoulders are already fatigued, but I still want to keep mimicking that full planche position. And ideally, when using a band, you want to be able, just like when I'm doing the tucked reps, you want to be able to keep that band on your hips and get into a full planche position like that, right? With the band assisting you only from the hips. That's the most advanced way to use the band. The easiest way to use the band would be putting it on your feet and then coming out. But look, this band is very strong, right? So it wants to take me almost into like a handstand, right? Making the hold inefficient. So you got to find that middle ground. So if I place the band right around my knee level, I can still feel that core activation where the band's not pulling my legs up too high, and I can mimic that planche position, right? So let's try it out. So we're gonna keep the band right around our knees here and try to get into a full planche hold, leaning into it. Ooh. So holding it like that, it's forcing me to try to raise the legs and the lower back to parallel with the floor, not letting the band do too much work and really making me focus on squeezing those glutes. Because when you're tucked, you're not getting any of that glute engagement, right? Just like a front lever, squeezing those glutes are key for keeping that line. And the same thing for a planche, right? To hold locked out, you got to be fully extended and a lot of glute engagement. I'm gonna go for 2 more sets of those holds now, just to put my body in that planche position, train the nervous system. Then we got 2 more exercises specific for planche. Let's go. All right, so here's the third attempt of the band-assisted full planche holds. And you can see on this set, the band is too low on the body, right? It's too close to the ankle, so it's giving my lower body too much assistance, which is taking away from that lean that I need forward. You can see, look at my hand position here. My hands are closer to the chest. My hands should be lower, closer to my waist there for a more productive lean. So this third set wasn't as best as it could be, but again, I have a lot of fatigue built up, and I'm all just learning these movements now.
Now we're going to be getting into a planche-specific conditioning exercise. Remember, planches are going to be a very strenuous, straight arm, strength-based movement, right? So a lot of front delt activation. This is going to be a planche-specific dumbbell exercise. And even the most advanced athletes that have planche push-ups that can hold, 10-second planches, that are, the big guys, I'm talking about 90 kg plus guys that are planching. They're not even doing this with more than like 40-pound dumbbells in each hand, and that's tops, maybe 35, 40. So we got 15s here, and again, very planche specific. So I'm gonna be in a hollow body, keeping my glutes squeezed again, protracted at the bottom, at the top. Guys, this exercise, planches in general, are going to put a lot of stress on the bicep and the bicep tendon. So just this straight arm raise right here, you're going to feel a ton of stress in the bicep tendon, and you're going to feel those biceps stretching out. That's why you see people that can planche, they got huge biceps, because being in that planche position, locked out, a ton of stress on the shoulders, but there's also a ton of stress on those biceps as well. I'm going to do one more set of these, not going to film it. So try to get 3 sets of 10 right now, about 2-minute break. I'm gonna finish one more exercise. Let's go. All right, guys. 3 sets of those straight arm raises done. Remember, I only used 15-pound dumbbells, and it was tough. So my goal, I'll try to build up to 3 sets of 12 to 15 with those 15s before I even move up, right? And I could continuously improve on form, really focusing on protracting and reaching more at that top, right? Getting more scapular protraction in, just using those 15 pounds, right? So again, all this is gonna have tons of room for progressive overload with this planche training, right? So we're gonna end the routine off now. 3 sets, planche leans. If you look at the top exercises for planches, you're always gonna find planche leans up there as being one of the best workouts or best exercise you can do in general to train that planche specific pattern of movement or that planche specific positioning that your body's supposed to be in. So we're gonna do 3 sets here. I'm only gonna show 1 right now, and we're gonna watch, guys. All right, there I go, maybe solid 8 seconds there. Taking about 90 seconds, 2-minute breaks, 2 more sets. Not gonna film it, but full push workout today, very planche specific. We did 1 barbell exercise in the home gym just to work on max absolute strength, since we're not really training weighted dips at the moment. So full push workout, all calisthenic based. Goal is to get this planche or at least, you know, maybe get a solid, maybe straddle hold. By the summertime, I still got, you know, 4 solid months of training. As long as I'm consistent with it, listen, every time I go on and put the band on and get into that form, I feel more and more connected to the muscles that are supposed to be engaged. Like today, I never felt my glutes having to squeeze as much as I did today. Like previous week's sessions, I wasn't getting that glute engagement. And you can see when I was doing those band assisted holds, you're gonna see, just like on front levers, it looks like my core keeps tightening and loosening, right? That's the glutes trying to stay tight and keep that core compressed. So push workout today, guys. Tomorrow's gonna be pull. Do this to your level. Start with basic tuck planche holds, body weight, use a band if you need to for assisted, and keep using a stronger and stronger band. Get these reps in, practice your handstand holds on the wall, get stronger shoulders. And again, guys, it's consistency with these calisthenic movements. Training in the gym, it's a lot easier to come by progress. It's a lot easier from week to week to go up 2.5 pounds, 5 pounds on each movement. It's not gonna be the same with calisthenics, especially when you get more advanced and you're trying to get these skills. It's gonna take months and months of consistent practice. Like when I was doing levers back in 2015, 2016, I was training them probably for 8 months strictly as my main pull exercise. And just basic, you know, front lever progressions. And then once I got them, I got them. And then, you know, over the years, I started to neglect them. I lost the skill. But every time I touch back on those levers, I could build back up those nervous system recruitment patterns that I learned for spending so much time specifically on that movement, which I never did for planches. So now, again, we're going to be training planches and front levers. So tomorrow's pull workout will have a lot of front lever work in it. So remember, if you take a picture of a planche, still shot, and then you flip it upside down, it's going to look like a front lever. The muscles and the body mechanics are the same. They're just antagonist movement patterns. Remember, antagonists are opposite muscle groups. Planches are going to be very push dominant. Front lever, very pull dominant. Very scapula dominant exercise as well. Front levers, you're retracting. Planches, you're protracting. Keeping that body tight. Glute engagement is key for both exercises. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Like it, helps the algorithm out. Share with your friends and your family. If you're not subscribed yet, smash that subscribe button. You already know, guys. Let's keep this channel growing. If you have a question to comment, leave it in the comment section. I always get back to you guys. Peace out. See, when I'm doing these planche workouts, you can't even lift your arms out to flex. Your shoulders get lit. Peace out. Bar Naturals.
No sad story, I ain't here for a symphony, no sympathy. When I was on the bench, you wouldn't sit with me. Now I'm on the court and I'm balling, my time's coming.